Alright, so like this has been eating away at the back of my head for a bit. I did not mention everything important about one of the things I covered. And there's also more things that came out that suck too. If you're watching this, you read the title. Main Pokemon fanbase sucks. As a matter of fact, it might be one of the worst fan bases I've ever seen for something. And like, I may just go off about things I already talked about, but first of all, like, because this, I know I didn't talk about this because Pal World didn't even exist when I made it, but how they reacted to Pal World. Like, I think, so like, you know how in some video games you do, like, you use animals for stuff and people? Like, that's okay to a point in video games, and like, I do not think Pal World has crossed the line of what is acceptable and what isn't at all. It is definitely still okay in Pal World's universe, like, but like, some deranged Pokemon fans decided to try to bring down Pal World because it depicted animal abuse. What? And like, Pokemon does the exact same thing. You're just mad that it's similar to Pokemon, and yet it's different, and it's also really popular. Like, you're just mad about that. And, like, it's just frustrating. Like, and then there's just like, of course, there's like the mistake I mentioned, and like in the last one, which I don't know if you watched that one, so like, I'm gonna bring it up again here, so like, you know that I have experience with how much they suck. So like, I made a mistake. I thought burned were kind of like paralysis and poison combined. That was freaking wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm wrong. But what I am, but like, sure, I made a mistake, that's not a problem. It's just an honest mistake, and that's that, or I would say it was, if it weren't for some crazy Pokemon fans that started calling me stupid. Saying he's clearly never touched Pokemon. Like, saying it's been a while since I touched Pokemon would definitely be true. Like, it's mostly like I've just lost interest in like some Pokemon and like games on Roblox hold my attention better and are just more fun for me. And that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm enjoying those. I'm gonna play the stuff I'm enjoying. Like, not the stuff that's insanely popular. I'm gonna play the stuff I'm enjoying. And like, there's also the incident where like an actual fan, which like, I feel bad for him having to being part of the Pokemon fan base with so many weirdos there. And like, it's just like, so Game Freak used his music without permission. Which, don't get me wrong, it's technically a fan project and they do technically own it, but like, well, not really though. Like, they just ripped it and used it and then like tried to dodge the fact that they stole his music. And like that's not a problem with the Pokemon community, but like, I'll get into a second. Some people, like quite a few people actually were smart about it and didn't support that decision, which props to those people. But then there's some people that said that it's related to Pokemon, so they own it. He doesn't have any right to saying he didn't have any right to claim that it was his song. Don't think these people have ever made fan work before. Because if they did, they'd understand that it's not the same as the same company opening it. And like, this is not a video about like Game Freak's wrongdoings. Don't get me wrong, like they claim they own it, but like they don't really think you can own that. Don't really think you can own every fan work. Like, especially if it's like a song about it. Okay. Like, yeah, fan games, yeah, you do technically own those, but like fan songs, fan art, like, do you really though? And like, that's not what this video is about, but like, I had to bring it up. Trying to play a bit of devil's advocate there. For like those people that were saying that they owned it, like, because yes, they are technically right, but they're also not at all right. And it's just I'm gonna stop talking about this. See ya. See y'all next time.